So the final step with our user research is creating how might I statements. As you interview stakeholders and people who might benefit from your Leap or people who might give you insight into your Leap, what we want you to think about is summarizing their feedback into a few statements of how might I that will help you improve your Leap. So as you interview people and seek their stories, get them to tell you about what it's like baking a cake, or what's hard about baking a cake, or what it's like starting a podcast, or what's hard about starting a podcast. As you get all that information, when you're done, we want you to summarize that into a few statements on your user research document that's available on the NICE network and below in this lesson. And as you'll see on that document and on your Leap map, we're now going to transfer that into how might I statements. So based on all of that feedback and that summary, we want to flip that around into action. So it's not just input, right? So we're taking all this feedback, and if we learn that the hard thing about starting a podcast is maybe the audio tools, then the question we ask ourselves is, how might I learn more about audio tools, right? How might I talk to someone who has those tools? How might I check those out at the library so that I can move forward? If we're trying to bake a cake and the person tells us the hard part about baking a cake, or what always happens is that it cooks too long, we might flip that around into how might I make sure that I don't overbake my cake, right? Or how might I use technology to test the inner part of the cake that it's cooked before the outside gets burned, right? So we can take all of these ideas and we're going to flip them into 2 or 3 how might I statements that you'll then use to move your Leap forward in the coming weeks.